we started. We're live.
We're live?
Yeah.
We're live from the studio! To the young community! Live from the studio! With Konstantinos.
Yes, exactly, guys. Hi once again.
Hi once
I'm
again.
sitting in this chair. Yes, so now we're going to talk about the keyboard.
And all the keyboard questions you might have asked. How you go click and go cluck.
Exactly.
So,
the first question. Let's go with the first question.
yeah, the first question is it possible to buy a second non-Alcantara in color black keyboard in our local layout?
So, right now, the answer is no. So, the reason for this is because, guys, seriously, once you touch Alcantara, you understand how great it is and how great it feels. So, currently, we don't sell no Alcantara keyboard. But, let's see how it goes, and in the near future, we'll look into it. But, right now, we just, we've tried the microfiber and Alcantara, and every time Alcantara feels so much better.
It's
so
like
much better.
Day and night.
Exactly.
It's really...
Yeah, good.
I don't want to use my normal keyboard anymore, to be honest. It's literally an issue for me now. The second question is if it would be possible to see the RGB lighting of the keyboard in action. Unfortunately, no, not right now, because our keyboard samples with the lighting it works are at our design partners in Sweden, and we are still getting the latest revision of them shipped from China right now. So unfortunately, we don't have them with us right now.
Maybe it's gonna go to the next week's update. Maybe by that time we're gonna get them.
Hopefully, it should be there. Yeah, that's
Sure.
a great thing.
Yeah, so that's all good there.
Mhm.
And by the way, you wanted to say, so it's not RGB.
Yeah, we should emphasize it's not RGB, it's multicolor. RGB would be you can choose basically 60 million colors plus. Unfortunately, we can't do that.
You can basically, so there are I think there are, how many colors are
I think we should have around 8 colors.
Yeah, there are 8
I will
colors.
have to double check them because I cannot remember
Yeah,
right
we can't check it now, but around 8 colors. So
8 colors,
that's
yes.
the idea, yeah.
Next question is if FM does send a scan code. And that's a great question because I don't know, but it should be the industry standard, like every other product is using it, and we would have to check that out.
Yeah, again, we can't check it, but we'll message our manufacturers after
To
this
make sure
session.
that we have the correct information. Next question is about if it's possible to let the Kiro backlight flash up once or twice when activating or deactivating the function lock.
It's a great idea, and that's something we'll check out with our manufacturer. And I think it should be possible, but we'll check it
It
out.
should be possible. And when I read that and said it to Konstantinos, he literally said the same thing like, this is an amazing idea.
No, it's a really good idea. And as always,
Yeah.
community, especially guys, the layouts, it's been really amazing job, now it's so intuitive, the whole layout with all this insert keys and delete keys, it's great.
It's really great how with your input we could make the keyboard really feel amazing.
Kick-ass products.
Yeah, it's community design perfection.
Yeah.
So next question, if it is possible to automatically activate Bluetooth by disconnecting the keyboard. Well, there are two sides to this question. If you have the Bluetooth enabled on your V and disconnect the keyboard, the keyboard's Bluetooth will activate automatically and you can just start typing right away with no issues at all. However, you cannot have the V's Bluetooth turn on if you disconnect the keyboard without extra software. And since we go with the no bloatware approach, we unfortunately can't provide you with an option for that. But you can possibly, or very likely, have a small program for that basically just does that.
Oh, I'll throw in the Easter egg here for those who are actually watching these videos. So yesterday there was a big meeting with Microsoft. So the whole executive team of European Microsoft flew to Stockholm and wanted to meet us. And so I was there, and we presented the project, the current status. We went because Microsoft is really holding our hand in a way, they want to make sure we deliver everything on time. So we went through the general issues. They're really psyched about the product. And then they also said that maybe for the next product, Peter doesn't know about that. Maybe for the next product we'll be able to make some changes to the actual Windows. Well, not the actual source code yet, which could be possible also. Just imagine if community could change the source code of Windows. That would be...
And add functions as we
That would
like
be really
them.
cool. But we could program all these buttons, for example, Bluetooth things as drivers. So we could create the drivers and then they would...
Adapt the
Instead of
drivers.
bloatware, yeah, exactly.
It will be in the drivers, yeah.
But
You didn't even pitch me to that. That's amazing.
yeah, exactly.
Like that's how amazing like working with those guys at Microsoft is. Like
Yeah, man, things get much.
they snip their fingers and things magically happen in drivers.
There's thousands of people working there. But
Yeah.
hey, let's go to the
We
next
should
question.
still answer the next question. That is, if the FN lock will survive if you reboot the V, or after keyboard battery is empty, or after keyboards are switched off. Well, I'm 99% sure that the FN lock will survive the reboots of the V, because it will be basically be remembered just like the backlight color, and it should be just like a delicious piece of cake to have it be remembered. I will have to check what happens if the keyboard battery runs out, but it should also still be remembered, but that has to be confirmed at this point right now, as I'm not sure how that is handled right now in the keyboard.
There's something that we'll double check, and this is actually
Yeah.
one of the key learnings for us in this project was that we should be asking questions more often from community and check them with manufacturers more often. But yeah, this is something we'll double check. I'll let you know.
We are still learning how we can perfect
Oh yeah, there are
creating,
so many ways. We
how we can perfect creating something with you, like something that's mind-blowing still to me.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's insanely awesome.
Exactly, guys. But see you in the next video.
Now the next video, we still got the question left, Consta.
Okay, let's go to the next question. I was doing the cutter,
Yeah, you want to cut it, but
Don't
you
worry,
can't cut
guys.
yet.
This just doesn't have any hinge there. Oh, but you definitely want to see the. So this is a kickstand disconnected, and this is a housing, and this is how it looks inside. This is how it looks outside.
We
Yeah.
showed it already to you when we showed you off the color
Very
of the
minimalistic.
device. But instead we just wanted to talk about another question.
I was trying to switch topics.
Consta was like, let's screw the questions, we want to show you something.
Yeah, exactly.
We will show them later, even more.
I would like to say hello to my grandma and my mom if you're watching this.
I'm sure we'll watch it, Consta. I'm sure we'll watch it. But we will answer now the last question, that is if you can see pictures of different keyboard layouts, and also questions that how come that some of them are not visible yet. You can see the latest pictures of the prints, like what thing will be printed on the device in the community, and some of them are not available right now because up to this point we were taking the community created ones, and I'm right now working on the background on creating the prints for the ones we didn't have community creation for, and they will come up soon. So Japanese layout, Kuri64, I know you're waiting. I remember your name, and I'm working on that, and they should come up hopefully by Friday. If not, I will check it out to hopefully have it by the end of the week.
Yeah, so how is it going? Like Peter, together with community guys, you are creating the layouts, and then after that, those will go to our designers, Propeller, and then they would review it and make sure that everything is perfectly centered and so on, and then
They will make it like look amazing.
they would bounce back to manufacturers. Yeah.
Mhm. But now you can cut Consta because now we know the questions.
And cut.
Great.
Yeah.
See you in the next video about cameras.